Hello everybody, I'm back today with a very interesting video. I'm going to be ranking every Jotaro Kujo figure that Medicos has produced for the Super Action Statue line. Yes, I am going to be including some of the different colorways. Jotaro Kujo, this version alone has, I think, 4 different variants, which is bonkers in my opinion, but some of them are actually better than the original version. So to be fair, I will be counting those as well. As of just a month ago, there is also another version of the Part 4 Jotaro, which I'm going to be adding to the rank as well. Alright, without further ado, I am going to be starting this list. Now, the worst Jotaro Kujo figure is definitely the first version that they released. It was so bad that they just reissued a 1.5 version. This is the 1.5 version. I mean, it doesn't look as bad, and I'm sorry that I already slammed this figure quite a bit in the past video, but it is definitely a lot better than that one. So this one will be the second worst as well. Considering it's supposed to be the same figure, I'm just going to put them together. This one is definitely a step up from that previous figure. Next on the ranking is going to be Jotaro Part 3 Pink version. Now, this one actually had a pretty cool accessory, being a Wonderfest. It was like Star Platinum punching effects. I thought they were really cool, but they are pink and exclusive to this one. Now those pink ones, to make a little bit more sense, would probably require a purple Star Platinum, which at the time was a bit more difficult to get hands on because it was the 3rd version and didn't have a re-release until the Part 6 Jotaro's release. It has the same exact sculpt as this one here. It looks pretty good. It is definitely a better like paint job than this one, being more recent. And from what I see, it's not a terrible figure. It's just, I do like the other versions a little bit more. So the next one is the green version, which has the green effects. And the green Star Platinum is a lot more available and a lot more people have it. So I'm going to say that one's a bit of a better accessory. But in general, I think the green looks really cool, which of course leaves the manga version of Jotaro as my favorite. I feel like that one's actually not that bad. I do like that figure. If I were to go back in time, I feel like I would have looked for that one a little bit more than this one. The blue and the pinks and just the colors seem a lot more vibrant and make sense. Both, in my opinion, are passing for Jotaro. I honestly don't mind having just the anime-esque colors on my shelf instead. Next, I'm going to put the new colorway of the Part 4 Jotaro sculpt. I actually really like this. I still like it a lot more than the colorways from the previous Jotaro sculpt. It reminds me of when he stops time. I feel like that's what it's supposed to look like. And just giving him this really wacky purple, greens, and blues, I think it looks really cool. But of course, I am a fan of the original colors a lot more. I feel like it just fits a lot better with the cast and doesn't blend in too much with the blue. So I am going to keep this one over that one, but maybe I'll have to see if I get it in hand someday. So this, of course, will take the next spot on my list. Now, there are only 2 more Jotaro Kujo action figures. Placing at number 2 is Part 6 Jotaro. Now, this figure actually looks really cool. I just got this one in yesterday as of recording this video. The sculpt is amazing. Honestly, it's very comparable for me between this one and the Part 4 Jotaro. And I'll tell you why I do prefer this one. As a figure itself, it does serve its purpose. It has just about every accessory I hoped it would. It not being a Wonderfest exclusive for this really cool head effect. And also they do have printing on the disc, which is really cool. I feel like the only thing that would have made this a little bit better is that they give you another set of those Jotaro and Star Platinum discs, but we already got those with, I think it was Poochie. The coattails do follow the preferred version of how I would want to see them, the 2 split and in a ball hinge so that they don't really get in the way. He comes with the 2 different pocket hands. The only real issue I have with this figure is that this shoulder is a bit more stiff than this one, and that also this hand doesn't really fully go in. So I kind of modified it and I cut the hand a bit so that it would actually fit. This one's fine though. Otherwise, he is quite posable and has good articulation, decent paint. Just the one biggest thing I do see is that a lot of people have bad paint quality on the face. Like, a lot of people don't have good quality. I feel like mine looks pretty good. I do like mine, but it's Jotaro from Part 6. It's not like he was there the whole time. He's just a figure that I would really like to have in my collection for it. So yeah, that only leaves one more figure as my number 1 Jotaro Kujo. The definitive Jotaro Kujo action figure. The giant Jotaro Kujo. He's so massive that I gotta put him I think, sitting down for you guys to actually see him on my camera. I'm gonna see if I can do him full sit. This doesn't do him any justice, I'm sorry. Probably just gonna show pictures right here. This guy was a little expensive to get. I do believe he came out to 150 with shipping. So I was initially scared at first as to how good he would actually be. Yes, this is a very, very giant figure. I'm just gonna stand him up real quick and show you a size comparison between him and the others. Here he is with part 4 Jotaro, who just kind of gets to his waist. And the first Jotaro figure. Don't talk to me or my son ever again.
Yari yari.
Anyways, that's enough kidding for now. Yeah, he also has the better cape articulation. He has really solid and smooth joints. He gets into a lot of really good poses because of it. He doesn't have any weird articulation issues. He moves pretty freely. His hands, they go right into his pocket, and because they're painted at the end, it's better to see them like that. Makes a little bit more sense. Instead of giving him a yelling head, they gave him a more neutral head and a other head. So not to go into a full review of this guy, he is just overall a better figure. The only downside I feel like is the fact that we probably won't be seeing this in a scaled down version at all. He's just, I feel like he excelled in general. It was definitely worth it, and I don't know how available he is now, but if you want to get your hands on one of these, he doesn't come with many accessories, but I don't know, it's a giant Jotaro Kujo figure. I don't see any other poses you would get him in besides this, or holding his hat. So anyways, yeah, that's it for the video. I hope you guys liked it, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.